Grand Rising Soul Family. It's your sister from another mister, Lovely Fly Shy, back with another one. Alright, so I just woke up and as I was reflecting and thinking to myself, as I often do when I wake up, something dawned on me. And I started hearing within my spirit that they think if they ignore you, if they withhold love, support, acknowledgement, they feel that that will somehow make you stop being so driven, determined, dynamic, and ambitious. But they're sadly mistaken. You see, you don't need their support. You don't need them. And they realize this. And this is why they ignore you. You try to be cordial. You try to be cool, calm, and collect about the situation. You try to be the bigger person. And yet, that is met with disdain. That is met with projections and irritation off of these said individuals' behalves, excuse me. You know, this is what they are going to be exuding energetically wise. You know, because I was thinking to myself, I actually reached out to a family member a couple of days ago. This said family member has something of mine, and I want it back. And I have been kindly and politely asking this said person, and to no avail. They will not reach back out to me. But you see, in this family dynamic, and what I have realized to be true is I am not the problem. Again, if I am being the one that is willing to set aside my feelings, my emotions towards anyone in order to be the upstanding and bigger person, then that's who I will be. But you have to understand that that will not be met and or reciprocated by those of whom feel some sort of way towards you, about you. Maybe it's guilt. Ooh, the Most High has been revealing that to me as well. It is guilt. It is the realization that you were better off without these people. You have accelerated far beyond the box that they had last left you in. You see, it kind of hurt my feelings because, you know, I'm a very and highly sensitive person. I know that a lot of people, they always compliment me on my strength, my resilience, and just how strong I am and brave and things of that nature, which is great. You know, yeah, I do exude and carry those characteristics and qualities. But just because I am a strong being, a strong-willed individual, that does not mean that I am exempt from the emotion of getting my feelings hurt. You know, feeling rejected, you know, feeling misunderstood, feeling as if I cannot get through to people that are actually avoiding me. You know, and it's like, I know that I have not done anything wrong, you know, because if I had done so, I'd be losing sleep. The Most High would have revealed that to me. I am very deeply connected to the Most High, creator of all things. Hence why I have come to this conclusion. And it's very sad. It's very disheartening because there are so many who feel as if they just withhold, you know, and if they just refuse that somehow that will make you want to just croak over and die, to croak over and just give up. And I just refuse. Giving up is not in my nature. Quitting is not in my nature. Whining is in my nature. I like to share these, excuse me, throat chakra all messed up. The enemy definitely does not want me to get out these insightful messages, but we shall proceed anyways. But you see, giving up is not in my nature. It is not in my blood. I come from a very strong and royal bloodline. All right? Like, I am a warrior, such as yourself. And this is a threat. Okay? This is a threat to the people who put you in a box once before. To the people who would sit up and gossip and laugh and talk about you. Who would belittle you behind your back. Who would talk about everything that you couldn't do and everything that you could do and they limit you and all of that. These are the people that I am speaking of. That feel like if they ignore you, or if they withhold love, or if they if they could just get at you in some sort of way, that somehow that will silence you, somehow that will stagnate you, somehow that will leave you complacent, chasing them, begging them. But it isn't in my nature. And the Most High has suggested that I fall back. I've done my due diligence. You see, they take us protecting our energy and separating ourselves from the illusions, from the manipulation, from the generational curses and ties that still hold many of the family cycles and systems bondage, and continuing to keep those cycles and loops and going. They somehow take offense to that. They wonder why you all of a sudden think you are better than them. They seem to think that you choosing to educate yourself, you choosing to become knowledgeable, and you choosing to follow the Most High's command and answer the call and take your rightful place. All right? They take offense to that. They take it as you somehow having a chip on your shoulder, holding a grudge, and, not being about family. But what is family? If you can't even pick up the phone and count on your family. And I'm not saying this has to do with money either. Everybody ain't got it. Everybody don't know how to manage money. That is one of the generational curses that I'm breaking as well. Everybody don't know how to manage money. All right? Everybody don't know how to build and save for a rainy day. Everybody don't know how to be giving. All right? Everybody don't know about equal give and take. They don't know about reciprocal energy. And so when they see you being about these values and embodying these values, it's a problem. They feel like if they shun you, if they ostracize you, and if they just make you feel like you're the red-headed stepchild, that somehow you will stop being so determined and motivated. You would stop being so inspiring, because again, these people are really low-key inspired by you. They're very inspired. You see, they always saw the light in you. They always knew that you were strong, you were intelligent, and you were unlike them. You were never like them. Even when you tried to pretend to be, you stuck out like a sore thumb. God said, I know you shame. I know you lying. And look at the low frequency sounds in the background, trying to lower somebody's vibration, but it ain't gonna work because I vibe too high. Yep, with my sound mind. I vibe too high with my sound mind. But, it's just, it's just a lot of stuff that the Most High is revealing to me. Like, I guess this current period that I'm in now and have been in for like the past week or couple of days now, has just been a period of revelations, okay? And the Most High is just urging me to keep on keeping on. You know, yes, at first I was about to give in to feelings of being irritated, like, yo, I want my stuff back. Like, can I please have my stuff back? After that, I'll be out of your hair. You ain't gotta ever worry about me again. I don't want to bother you. I just want my stuff back. That's all. But the Most High is just like, look, you're gonna get this stuff back. This person is just, people, they just want to hold on to you. They know where it is that you're going. And they know, for many of them, that they cannot go where you are going. And it is because they have chosen not to. They have chosen to burn the bridge. They have chosen to reject your forgiveness that you were offering them. They feel like you have some grudge against them or something because, they know that they have betrayed you or wronged you in some way. And that guilt, that shame is eating them up. And they project all of that disdain and that uncomfortability and misery onto you. They want you to feel the same way that they feel. But it is impossible. You were too strong. You were of the light. You were the only light in the darkness. Some of you are the only light in your family dynamics. A lot of you come from a long line of narcissists and Jezebel spirits, attention seekers, those who are solely out for themselves. A lot of you come from a long line of family members who are superficial, vain, materialistic, money hungry, selfish, greedy. Those of whom exude and exhibit those traits and qualities of crabs in a bucket mentalities. A lot of you come from households such as this. But you have overcome it. You have still remained an empath, an highly sensitive individual, a light worker, an intuitive, an innovator, a creator. You still never lost that light. Everything that came up against you in an attempt to break your spirit, to cloud your vision, to cloud your judgment, it did not break you. Instead, it propelled you. It prepared you for these moments. And I don't know how far you all are in your journey, whether you are in this season of, separation. You all have to understand that one's rejection of you, one's acting as if you do not exist, acting in refusal of acknowledging you, simply responding back to you. It only takes a second and there's no excuse in the world anyone can give me. We all work. All right, ain't nobody exempt from working. We all work some way out of the other. We're all exerting energy every day. But we decide what matters. We decide what we choose to exert our time and energy and emotions into. So we have to look at it this way. If we're not important enough for a text back, if we are not important enough for a call, a hi, how you doing? If we are not important for a hey, what's going on in your life? Is there anything I can do to help? If we are not important for a, hey, I see you got a YouTube channel now. I see you doing big things now. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you. You came from the same place I came from. But I see you growing. I see you rising up. I see you wising up, strengthening up. If we are not important for that, then that is something that we must be able to accept and be able to realize who it is that these treatments are coming from, who are sending these fiery darts in. All right? And of course, we have this circle of protection around us so nothing can actually penetrate, though they may try. Right? But the truth remains the same. When they show you who they are, they show you how they feel about you based off of how they treat you, well, then you treat them accordingly. That is not holding a grudge. It is not being vengeful. It is not practicing tit for tat. It is mirroring energy back. I am not going to give and or take more than what it is that I receive. I'm all about equal give and take. I'm all about balance, baby. I'm not about being unbalanced and not leveled out. I want to be balanced. Okay, I want to be eye to eye. I want to be able to communicate from the heart space. You see, fear, shame, and judgment and disappointment and all this resentment, none of that is holding me back from speaking my truth. None of that is holding me back from being who it is that the Most High has called me to be. And I want you all to realize that. So if we are not important for a call, a text back, some support, love, show me that I'm here, show me that I exist, show me that you care about me, show me that I meant something to you ever. And if we're not good enough for that, if we're not good enough for people who, like I said, are connected to us blood-wise or whatever, then remember that. Because where God is taking you and the table that the Most High God is preparing for you is going to be prepared in front of these people who rejected you, who mistreated you, mishandled you, misjudged you, and wanted to just keep you in this box because they never wanted you to bloom. They never wanted you to come out of your cocoon. They never wanted you to awaken and to ignite that light so bright and so brilliant within you. They never wanted to see this. So never once wonder, oh, it must be something I did. It must be something I said. What is it? It is not you. It is them. If you know that you are doing your part, you are reaching out. You have forgiven these people, and even those that okay, I cannot have contact with this person is too toxic, whether they realize it or not. You realize it. It has been exposed to you what this person's true colors are. But they can't seem to understand your separation from them. They can't seem to understand your mindset, where you're going, the level up, the come up, the rise. They can't understand it. So of course they're going to mistreat you. Of course they're going to make you feel like the oddball. Of course they're going to make you feel left out and forgotten. But you are never left out and forgotten. God sits high and looks low. I want you guys to know that the Most High is seeing everything that is going on. And I'm actually getting emotional right now, but I'm not even gonna drop no tears on camera. Because like I said, the Most High sits high and looks low. Y'all, this spiritual warfare is real. A lot of us, we've been isolated for a long time. We've been alone. We've been misunderstood. We've been kicked out of society, so to speak, for a long time now. And I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm not crying because, yeah, I'm hurt. I'll admit that. But I'm not crying out of sadness. I'm crying because what I'm hurt about is that all I wanted was either to love people or just be there for them or to help them or whatever it was. Only for that to be met with rejection and cruelty. For what? Just because I'm being who I was authentically called to be? Just because I have chosen to walk my righteous path? It gets real. And it gets critical in the spiritual, you guys. I'm not getting emotional, like I said, because I'm sad. I'm not sad. It is just a painful feeling to know how people truly feel about you when you have never wronged them at all. When you have never wished bad upon them at all. When you have never spoken bad about them at all. But yet they wish evil upon you. And it is just something to be aware of. It ain't nothing to soak in and mope around and none of that. No, let this strengthen you, brethren. Let this strengthen you. My sea stars, let this strengthen you. Because I'm being strengthened every single day, every moment of the day. I am being strengthened by the Most High. I fear thy not, I worry thy not, I doubt thy not, I fret thy not. No matter what the enemy does, no matter who the enemy and these spirits and the vessels they choose, whether they're connected to me or not, that they choose to use to get at me, hey, it is what it is. I'm not worried about it. But I remember everything. Yes, I forgive, but I'll never forget. I will never forget. And that is what will keep me aware. That is what will keep me vibing high, discerning, and highly intuitive, because I'll be able to, all right, now I got to treat you accordingly. Yes, I forgive you. I wish you well. I wish you well. I wish you well. But you can never, ever, ever have access to me in the same way again. You can never even be in the same space as me again. That's how real it is, you guys. But I don't want to start rambling and everything, but I just wanted to get that off of my chest, because this is the side of the journey that people really don't talk about. It does get very painful, and people do things to purposely try to hurt you. They do things to purposely try to make you feel a certain way, and then they have all these excuses in the world when, no, this is a choice that you made. I didn't put a gun to your head and tell you to do this and this and that. I didn't tell you to burn this bridge. You burnt it. You lit the match. No. You got the gasoline. You lit the match, and you burnt the bridge with me on it, hoping that I'd burn down with it, only to see me rise up and wise up again. Ain't that something? Ain't that something?